Now, an armchair expert, you said, I come with a lot. I really related to this. I mean, I relate to so much that you say. I come with a lot. If you weren't dating me, you wouldn't be looked at under a microscope, which is a very honest insight for anybody dating anyone in our business.
Yeah.
How has that, saying that or getting that out at the first stage, helped in your relationships? Or give them an inside look at what's to come?
I just don't want to surprise anyone. Because if first it's infatuation. You know what I mean? They like what they see. They probably have fallen in love or fallen in like with a character that you've portrayed. So I got to get through all of that first. No, I'm not Cookie. I'm not none of them. I'm me.
Yeah. And it's so weird, the characters that they desire. Because somebody was like Akila. I'm like, now that's weird. We're grown.
Right.
Like, you're like, this is a childhood fantasy.
Right.
Like, what's going on?
Right.
Girl.
So, so it's just getting through all of that. And can they handle it?
No.
Right. And that's why I'm single.
Okay.
Baby, this is Kiki Palmer, yeah.
Remember when Paris and Nicole had...
Yo, let me tell you about an app called Free Cash. Free Cash is the #1 app worldwide, allowing users like yourself to make money off their phone for free. If you want to make $200 plus a week for free, download using my link in the description or the QR code on the screen. If you download now for free using my link or QR code, you will get a free $5 into your account for free. That's $5 for free, no requirements. So download Free Cash today to make easy, quick, and free money.
Nothing is worse than a bird with clout. This is a woman who's obviously dating her groupies, right? Male groupies. She's not dating men that she should look up to. She's dealing with men that she's probably looking down on. Why? Because she's there for a fun time, not a long time. A bird will always choose men that they could have fun with and move around, especially when a bird got some money and clout. Understand that. So let's get into this though.
To learn about the simple life? Well, I just found its perfect opposite in rich. Here's the tea. Lost dog and pursue a gallery and girl. Now you're like, oh, this is a go.
A green flag that I passed up in my 20s.
Yeah, like, sometimes we're like, oh, I don't want the guy that's blah, blah, but like now when we get older, we're like,
the nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good boys. I was into them. Let me be quiet. I'm from DC, so.
Yeah, I think she said that should give you a hint. I think I used to find myself into aloof people when it's like you think that makes them interesting, but it's like no, they just don't have anything going on, but you think it's unique.
No, I like the bad boys.
Wow,
I was into them.
I feel like the bad boys always was liking me, and I'm like, I don't want to go to the trap house again. I did a few times, and it's like it's boring in there.
Yeah, well, the trap house is where you can find me.
I love that so
much. I was young and dumb. I grew up,
Yeah, I mean, our tastes change. I was seeing an interview with Sierra where she's like, the palette changes.
Absolutely. As you get older, you want...
Now, understand something. This woman is 55 years old. She's single. And it's why I tell you all dudes all the time, when a woman is single, brother, she's single for a reason. You can't keep birds out the streets. You can't try to save a bird. A bird will always find a reason to make her way back to the streets. And guess what, fellas? All birds got the same story. I was young. I didn't know better. But you're 55 and still don't know better? This is why when you meet a woman, pay attention to what she did with the prime years of her life. If at 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, even 25, if that woman was not looking for a husband, brother, that woman is not wifey material. If in those prime years she was chasing clout, chasing a career, chasing attention, messing with the industry, oh my, yo. And those industry women, you got to understand it's a trade off. These women are giving up their morals, their standards, their values, all for clout and attention. Understand that. Like when a woman want to be a star, she's chasing clout because the industry put these women through certain things to make them good at what they are trying to portray them. Okay, so it's like they got to strip their innocence for them to be the best at whatever they are doing, whether it's rapping, singing, acting, shaking ass. But they strip their innocence. So these women be getting ran through. I'm talking about through. Where by the time the industry is done with these women, their soul is gone. They are no longer virtuous. So you can't save them. That's why she's 55 and she's sounding like this, bro. It's sad. It's just a sad reality, man. That energy in Baby Boy, that shit was real. She wasn't acting. She was playing herself.
Different things out of life.
You want different things?
Yeah.
I love Whoopi's quote where she says, I don't want somebody in my house. I relate to that. I don't want nobody in my damn house.
Baby,
either.
listen to me.
Pay attention to who birds look up to. She liked a quote from Whoopi that says, I don't want a man in my house. And that's who she's looking up to. So what does that tell you about her? You got to pay attention to a woman's energy, bro. It's always there.
Now you're talking.
It's so good.
You keep talking about all these relationships, and I'm like, what the last time I had? It's not even that. It's just that I have fought to get this peace that I have.
That's right.
I am, and so
That's right.
I protect it fiercely.
That's right.
Fiercely, even to the point where it's like, hey, girl, let's go out. If I leave my house and come to where you are, is that going to disturb my peace? Like, those are the questions I ask.
No, that is the big question for me and anything when I'm thinking about dating is, are you going to disrupt the that's going on over here? Because I don't want no disruption.
No.
I'm cool with the getting to know and an enhancement,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want any disruption. And it's like, you don't want to be so stringent because you know that, okay, there's some tips and bumps, but it's like, I'd rather just be chill with me. Like my mom used to always say, I could do bad all by myself.
That part. I did a movie. You know what I mean?
You
But no,
definitely did.
seriously, I literally rather just be by myself. I mean, because I'm happy.
That's right.
I just remodeled.
This right here is the way birds cope. They cope with lies and delusion. But I have yet to meet a woman who wants to be by herself. This is what birds say when they can't get the guy that they want to settle down with. Because essentially, bro, y'all got to understand the game that a bird plays. A bird will try to turn a player into a sucker. So she will chase after the players naturally. That's who she will go for, the players. Guys who possess that toxic energy that they craves. So that's going to be the guy that they will always go after. Now, when they are unable to turn that guy, that player that they chasing after, into a sucker who will now be domesticated after he commit to them, game is over. But that's the objective of a bird. So she's going to play that game. And whenever she can't turn that player into a sucker, that's when she needs healing. That's when she goes, oh, these men are dogs. I can't stand these men. Oh my God. Knowing that he's a player. And then after they all battered and, oh my God, these men, I can't stand men. Oh my God. That's when they're going to find an innocent sucker to power up from. Because that innocent sucker will see them all weak and battered and say to himself, oh, let me save her. Let me help her get back on her feet. Some guy out there hurt her. And once that bird gets back on her feet, bro, she's right back in the streets. That's the cycle of a bird. And this is how bird sounds. When they huddle up, when they pass their prime, when they are old and washed. Oh man, girl, I'm happy being single. It's the best choice I ever made. Yeah, right. Those single women, like, do you understand how a woman feels when she's over 30 and she ain't got a man? That shit is an embarrassment. So trust me, this is how these women cope, bro. And inside, internally, they are hurting. But instead, they act like, oh, it's cool. So when they meet a man, the type of energy that they really possess within, they will hide it and try to come off like they're all nice and kind. But whole time, once you get comfortable with a bird and she takes off her mask, she take off her makeup, her fake hair and all that, that's when you're going to see the real her. That's when you're going to see that real demon. All that pain, all that bitterness. Man, and that's tough to deal with as a man, fellas. Be careful.
Broke my home.
Fabulous.
And the one thing I said was make it, I need to, if, you know, the guy, whoever he is, God willing, when he comes over, he needs to know this is my house.
Okay.
And there is no space for you here. If you spend the night, pack your in your bag the next day and take it with you, because I don't even have a drawer for you.
And I feel like that sounds great.
And it's fine. And
that sounds great to me.
It's great.
Everything can be fun.
It's gonna be fun. I'll meet you out.
That's right.
I'll come stay over your house. You can come stay over
cute.
mine.
My house stays clean.
That's a witch, bro. Yo, think about how many different like sex partners a woman with a mindset like that shares. Think about how many dudes just be in and out, smash and dash, because let's be real, that box is 55 and it's ran through. So that's not no box where a man is really trying to stick around. A man might try to stick around because Shorty's living kind of good up in here. She's living good. I might try to see if I could come up. That's the only time a man is gonna stick around. But just listen to her mindset, bro. At 55, a well-established actress, she chose the streets. Yes, she got money, but she chose the streets. Yes, she got money, but her body count is still high. Yes, she got money, but that box is still ran through. Yes, she got money, but she's still a bird. Yes, she got money, but she's not sacred. Money and a woman's career can't save her dignity, bro. She got all that money and she's just getting ran through. Ran through, bro. This is nasty, fam. This is what happens when you give a bird money. When you give a bird all the crumbs that she could eat, where money is not a factor. So now, like, she ain't got to go sleep with a man for a free meal. Now she could just handpick the dudes that she just want to smash. So what's going to happen is she will have a lot of sexual partners, bro. Dude's going to be in and out. It's like Kim Kardashian, bro. It's the same play with all these birds. The Kim Kardashian, even her, what's her name? Kiki Palmer. All these, the same play. And they all flock together. Why you think that bird went on this podcast? Because she could relate. It's like a bird's eye view. It's like, I see you, bird. From one bird to the next. From one bird to another. We relate to each other. It's crazy out here, bro.
Clean.
That part.
Yeah. That's how I feel too. I really do. You know, I mean, I don't know if that's just because of what we've accomplished or anything like that, but
It's the we've been through.
man,
Not trying to do that again.
no.
I can't. And once I realized through therapy that I had
Shit is crazy.
my energy was I would trauma bond.
Yeah.
Not even with like lovers, but like with friends.
Yeah.
And so I've cut a lot of people out of my life because once I realized, this is a trauma bonding here.
Girl,
to
it is
get
so
rid of
great
it.
what you said about the fringe because we do focus so much on the relationship
Yep.
stuff, where it's like the friendships sometimes you realize are
Shit is
facades as well. It's like,
crazy, bro.
oh, babe, I thought that I was being friends with you, but really you're just mirroring me. I'm talking to my damn self. You're an
Right.
echo chamber.
Right.
It's not.
Y'all doing the same thing right now. Yo, this is how lost a bird is. They are doing the same thing right now, but they are unaware. It's crazy.
I'm in an
Yeah.
echo chamber because you're not actually reflecting anything back but me to me.
Yep.
So how am I getting fulfilled? Oh, I'm not getting fulfilled. This whole time I was being extracted from and drained.
Yes.
It's so crazy how we only often think about it in relationships.
Yep.
But no, it can be in friendships
Shit is
as well.
crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
And then you end up finding out that it's like, actually, I do prefer my own company. Let me go to this Michelin star restaurant and have an experience real quick.
By myself.
You know, it's interesting. It really is.
Yeah.
But I do think that when we have these
Yo.
realizations that maybe, it does open up a door for something more authentic, to find us.
For sure. I think so.
Yeah. Now, what inspired your talk show? Peace of Mind.
The earth.
Man, this right here is sad, bro. But this is the life of a bird, bro. Y'all gotta understand. It tells a lot about a woman when she's a wife, when she's single. It just shows her value. Because you know what's crazy? A woman's career or finances don't add any value to her. A woman's value lies within who she is internally, how sacred she is. If a woman is comfortable letting a man come over to her house, blow her back out, and leave, that's a low value woman, fellas. It's kind of like you could take a bird, bro, and give a bird millions of dollars. She will not become a better bird. She's going to remain a bird. She's not going to all of a sudden transform into a quality woman. No. That's why it's not surprising to see women like this at 55 years old still out here single, looking for the one still, looking for her husband. It's sad, bro. This is how these birds sound when they are done with. They sound like some bitter hens. Just bitter and angry. Look, fellas, be wise out here, man. But the signs are always there. So take heed and just like when you meet a woman, observe her. Pay attention to her past. Pay attention to her friends. Look at her mother. If her circle is compromised with a bunch of birds, she is a bird. That is the energy that she loves. Birds follow birds. Birds of a feather always flock together. Fellas, be wise out here.
Imagine him shooting a hospital and the baby's coming out.
Fellas, again, focus on yourself. That's what it is.